Morning world, welcome to Saturday 19th of October and a beautiful morning, vastly better than last night. Guess what I did last night? If your guess was it absolutely pitted down with rain, congratulations. Cigar for you. It did. It absolutely pitted down. We listened to it. It was overflowing the gutters on the house. When we got up this morning, there was a river running down the middle of the field. Now, we were expecting that tonight. That wasn't forecast for last night. So tonight, we are forecast more of the same. So I think pretty much decisions been made. We're going to forfeit the safe yard. We're going to open the gates. We're going to let the cattle in. I'm going to open the gates in a minute, actually. They can come in today. I'm going to let them know that the gates are open during the day and they'll have access into the dry barn tonight. So I've only given them somewhere dry to sleep and get out of the weather. For the time being, for the next few days at least, I'm going to keep the feed outside. As much as anything else, that is to try and keep the yard cleanish until after the sparkies have been. So, but yeah, if you look at it, even in here, that is not dried up at all. It's just wet. So building this area up here has helped because any water coming down there has gone down the drain. So, but I would imagine, you can see where it's been flowing down here. We actually cleared him out the other day, so he should be okay, but yeah. Serious amounts of water. I know we're not the only people suffering. It is pretty much around the countryside. Everybody's getting wet, but yeah. We've hung on and hung on and hung on, but I think it's now getting to the point where animal welfare is going to start to suffer if I don't let them in. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just trying to make my mind up whether to move that gate that way to, I'll show you what I mean. If I open this one round here and then pull that one round there, it just keeps the cattle away from that bit of yard there. They don't need to go in there unless... See, the other thing we've got to think of is feeding and muck, because we're not ready. We don't want the yard turning into that. So the whole idea of this was to give them somewhere under cover to feed. But the idea was they were going to stick their heads through the barrier there, which we haven't got yet. I've not heard anything more about it. So am I just going to have to bring the square feeder back in and the round feeders and just feed them in here, and they're going to be very, very squeezed up until we can use that second shed. And I'm not letting them in there until we've got the lights up, which is, from what I understand, second half of next week. So it means for a week, if they want to come in under cover, 60 cattle in this little space. All right, they're not big cattle, they're small cattle, but, and out there. So do I put some chip out there as well? I don't know. This is why, for the time being, we're going to have to leave the feed troughs outside. But they're making a mess over there. Hence the reason is, do I put them in there and feed them outside temporarily? I could use this feed barrier. I could bring a little more stone in here and pile it up outside, just put a temporary thing that I can feed cattle along here. Yeah. The weather's just still on a march on us, and it's pretty much ruined my plans. We've got the roofs up, so we're better than we were last year, but the floors, that one, I'm still determined to get that one done if I can. I need to get that one done. If we can get this end complete, it might be Christmas before we can let the cattle out there. But at least then I can let them out there, maybe shut that end and tidy that up. I don't know. It's gonna make it a long, drawn out process. Anyway, that's not what I came down the barn for. I came down to pick up a can of blue spray. Do you remember a week or so back, Pickle, one of our collies, hurt her leg, and a really nasty cut on her leg. We took her to the vets, got it all stitched up, give her medicines, blah, 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 did all that. But we took the stitches out day before yesterday, and she hadn't touched anything until then, but she started sort of nabbing at it. So I put a sock, got one of my grandson's socks, cut the toe off of it, and put that on her leg with a bit of micropore, just to keep it clean and to keep her away from it. But she pulled it off. That's what I want, that there. Make sure there's plenty in there. Yeah, as usual, all over me. So, but she's been nabbing at it again, and I just think maybe a little bit of antiseptic spray on it will help, along with the tablets. So there you are. So we're going to do a bit of nursing, a bit of doggy nursing. Pickle! I don't want the ball, thank you. I want your leg. Come here. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Well, that's... No, it's not too tight. But it is a bit swollen here, so I don't want the ball. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a little trim. No. Don't wriggle. Yeah, well, we're just bide quiet. Pepper, go and get in your bed. Thank you. Right. You wriggled down, haven't you? Let's wriggle you back up a bit. Hello, my darling. Yes, hello. Hey. What's that noise? What's that noise? What's that noise? Might be time for some new clippers. Right, sweetheart. If you're a good girl, this won't take very long. Got your tail in the way. You comfy? Hey? Are you comfy? Yeah. So I just want to get to this, all right? Can I get to that? That'd be all right? So, good girl. Do you want to find the end of the tape? Then I can take that off, and then we can put some blue stuff on it, which might smart a little bit just to begin with, and then you'll feel better, okay? And what we'll do, when we've done that, we're just going to give you a little dose of Metacam. Is that all right? Yeah? Good girl. Yeah. And you're in season as well. It's fantastic. Right. I've just got to find the end of this tape. Right. We're just going to peel this back and have a little look, all right? Hey? We're just going to have a little look. That's where the stitches were. Stop wriggling. That's where the stitches were. In there. But she's also been worrying this side here. It actually looks not too bad. But what we're going to do is we're going to give her a bit of this. Just calm down. Just stay there. So I don't really want it on the chair though. Okay? Would that be all right if we could not put it on the chair? Too much? Is that cold? Was that cold? Yes, it was a bit cold. It's a good shot though. Good. It's cold. I know it's cold. I know. But that's that side done. Do you want to put a bit on the other side? That okay? No. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Okay. I missed. Got most of that on my hand. But that's it. We're done. It's done. Okay? It's done. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this, basically this is one of my grandson's socks that was lying around, and my daughter kindly cut the toe off of it, and so it slid over her ankle, and it fits on there lovely. Right, I just got to put some tape back on to hold it on there. Okay? Do you want to stop you licking at it? Good girl. So, bit of micropore. And all I got to do is not put it on too tight. Innit? That's all I got to do. So you just got to be tight enough to hold the sock on, so she can't peel it off. And I think that will probably do. So there's a little bit of, the sock doesn't look very clean. It's clean on the inside, but yeah. And it's not as swollen as it looks. It's just where the sock's puffed out. So because this is the ankle heel part of the sock. So that's it. We're done now. Okay, we're done. I just wanted to put a bit of blue spray on there. Oh, sorry, was I keeping you up? Right. You can go now. Let's have that off there. Bloody thing, like a sheep, innit? Right, there you go. All done. Off you, no, you're going, off you go. Good girl. Good girl. I've changed my mind. So I was thinking skid steer. I thought, you know, cattle are down there, open this gate, get out of the skid steer, push all this muck out the way, get rid of some of the water, maybe pull it away that way as well, because the cattle are going to be going up and down there. And do you know what? I think the Doosan's the machine for the job, not the skid steer. Well, the Doosan would have been the machine for the job, except it's got a flat battery. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Bam. So what I'll do, what's time? I might go and look at a couple of tree jobs actually, and then do this after lunch. As long as I get it done before it is down with rain, I should be all right. So yeah, let's put a bit of charge in the battery. When did you fall off there? So I know some of you probably said, oh, you've got a new booster pack, put that on there, but I don't know if the booster pack's going to work if the battery's completely dead. And I think he's completely dead. I think he's just drained. I think I didn't turn the ignition off properly, and it's been sat there for a week, so it's dead. Right then, you on there, and you go on there. You're the same, are you? You can go on the big old nut. Right, and that should be, yeah, doesn't even have enough power to light up the red light to tell me I got it on the right poles. I don't think the booster would have worked. Okay. Power. Anything? Okay. We're going. I was going to go and have a go at it with a skid steer, but Abby and Henry have just turned up. They just come back off holiday, so I really ought to go and see them, because they might think I'm being antisocial if I go on with that down there. And it's lunch in half hour. Set that charge up. I'll see you later on. Right, it's been an hour and a half, which probably isn't really enough, but it is still charging because the yellow light's still up. But should we give it a go? Well, the fuel pump's working. No. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we will maybe try the booster. Still connected. All right, let's go get it. We'll try it. All right, we will want that bit, and I think it'll come out that bit. Plug that bit into there. And then you onto there, and you onto there. Okay, let's see if that works. That worked. Plenty of fuel. We're good to go. We're in. Right, the cattle have come up, so I'm going to have to get out and shut the gate. What I might do, not today because I haven't got any, I might go and get myself a roll of geotextile membrane, Teram or something like that, and do this again when the cattle are not about, or when they're shut in, one or the other, and actually stone up this gateway. It was something I meant to do in the summer, never got around to. It's still on the list of things to do. I still got to take it another, because I want 6 inches of stone in here to make a half decent job of it. So I'll have a chat with Wayne at Soils and see if he's got something. I think the recycled type 1 is probably too fine for this job. I want something a little bit coarser perhaps. Nothing that can get in their feet and do any damage. Nothing that's contaminated, but yeah, something a little bit coarser than what we've got at the moment. It's a mucky old job, but this is an effort to get moisture, water away. So I don't intend for cattle to be loitering around in this area now. Whereas before, when the feeders were up here, they were literally just loitering around here and making a right mess. Well, they're just going to walk in and out, I hope now, and nothing much more than that. So I could very nearly get the skid steer out here, you know. It's still hard underneath, but the battery on this thing wants charging up, so and here I might as well stick with what I got. Yeah, underneath, under there, that's actually dry. I mean, not bone dry, but it's not wet. So yeah, all the wet is on the top, sort of 3 or 4 inches, where you don't want it. So this is kind of a 50-50 mix of topsoil and manure. And 1 or 2 people have already said, oh, why haven't I moved it? Well, when we put our land drains in a couple of years ago, there's a definite dip in the ground. And I reckon this material, when it dries out a bit, possibly next year, will be just the job for just topping off those dips in the ground. So I'm in no hurry to get rid of it. See, the hope is the cattle will walk in the clean bits or the dry bits. Yes, that will chew it up a little bit and it will eventually get wet and slushy again. But the problem with cattle, I know what they're like, is a kind of, oh, there's a little bit of a hilly bit there. Let's get on top of it. They have to climb up stuff. They're like bloody kids. Yeah, so I'm not sure how long this will last. Oi, oi! Lovely day for it. I really hope it's going to start.
It's so wet, isn't it? Oh.
I can't believe you get a good day, a bad day, an exceptionally wet day. Nice day like today.
Well, we get a good day and then 4 bad ones, isn't it? So,
yeah.
All right, Mike.
All right,
Yeah. Nice to see you still up and about. Hey?
Going back.
Yeah.
Turn to go up to get to Wotton Road.
Yeah.
You were coming down with your terrier.
All right.
You put your hand up, I put my hand, I couldn't stop because a white car following me.
Yeah, that's all right.
So as I come down the next day,
Yeah.
I expect you see me on the camera.
No, didn't. No, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I come down to,
I only look on there if something goes missing.
all right. I come down to apologise that I couldn't stop.
I don't. But you ain't got to
You were
apologise.
coming down with your terrier.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't.
I put my hand up, you put your hand up, but there was a white car right up my tail.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
Nothing
Bloody
to worry.
wet though, isn't it?
Oh, well, keep the rabbits up, wouldn't it? Keep the rabbits up.
You got many over here?
Yeah, so if I look out my window at night or any morning, there's always a dozen out in the yard out here.
Right.
We just went in the back truck. One just ran across, straight across here, if we normally do.
Yeah.
The bloody stinger that was just a bloody thick.
Yeah, sorry about
I know.
Yeah, I-
said to
It's
my
like
truck
we
is,
want them crossed.
guarantee you'll net the holes and the one you miss,
that. Yeah.
the bugger leak come out.
Yeah, what you do is just spend it over an hour over this thing and just level the lot. Then they got no holes in it. Yeah. Okay. Skid steer's turn. Right, that's it. I think I'm going to leave that gate open. I'm going to chain him back and I'm going to let them come in. So this yard is going to get trashed.